So I literally risked everything to change my life. Now I moved from the UK to Dubai, and at the time, this was like 10 months ago, I literally risked everything. I sold my dream car, which you'll see on your screen right now. I left behind family and friends. I had no savings. I had basically no money. I had sort of a little bit of online income coming through, but it wasn't enough to live, and I literally risked everything and just moved to Dubai. Now, why did I do that? You know, I had a good job in the UK. I was making a little bit of money. You know, I was comfortable. I had an amazing car. I was living with my parents. You know, life was comfortable. So what was the need for me to move? Like, why did I take that risk and just move to Dubai? Well, today's video, I'm going to break down why it was the best thing I ever did and why you should also be looking at taking risks. So guys, I'll quickly break down my story. Now, I do have like an in-depth version of this. I'll break down my story so you guys are aware of, you know, what I did. So essentially, 10 months ago, I was working a 9-to-5 job in the UK. You know, I wasn't happy. Working a 9-to-5 job was long. I was working 12-hour shifts. You know, I was working on my online business at the time, which was like YouTube and sort of other online businesses. And I was trying to find ways to make money online. In the beginning, I wasn't making any money. I was making literally nothing. And literally, I was just working harder and harder every day to sort of find a way to make money online. Because at the end of the day, right, I was working a 9-to-5 job and I wasn't happy. It was just long hours. You know, you have a boss, you have a manager, you have someone telling you what to do. You've got to go in early. I remember I had 7 a.m. starts and I would have to go into work at 7 a.m. Yeah, it wasn't the life, right? I wasn't happy. It was difficult. You know, I dealt with what I had to deal with. And, you know, in some of my other 9-to-5 jobs, there was a lot of micromanagement. You had to do certain things. Otherwise, they make your life harder. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you probably got a 9-to-5 job as well, or you've had a 9-to-5 job. You know, everyone's gone through this, right? So I didn't want that for my life. I remember literally going on my phone on Instagram or on YouTube, and I'll see like these 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds in Dubai making 20, 30, 50, some of them 100k a month, making millions every single year, and, you know, enjoying themselves. And like, I remember sitting at work and I'm just like, you know, what am I doing, right? Why am I here? It's one of those things where you recap on life and you're like, you know, I haven't really achieved anything in my life, right? Like, I'm so comfortable right now and I need to start taking risks. So January of last year, I actually went to Bahrain on holiday. I always wanted to move to Dubai, right? But I never basically took a risk. I never went to Dubai to try and find a job or make money online, or, you know, I never did that. It was just in the back of my mind, I want to move to Dubai, I want to move to Dubai. It was always my dream, but again, I never took action, right? So nothing changed. And I remember one time scrolling on my phone and a friend of mine, right, who's now a very good friend of mine, shout out to you, Ikram, you're obviously probably watching this, but I was on my Instagram and, you know, I clicked on his story and he moved to Dubai. And I was like, okay, you know, how did he move to Dubai? Like, what is he doing? So I dropped him a message and he said, yeah, bro, I'm out here in Dubai doing real estate. It's my first day on the job and I'll sort of let you know how it is. But yeah, this is what I'm doing. And I remember saying to him, okay, like, do you think you can bring me in? We exchanged messages back and forth, and he gave me the recruiter's number. I spoke to the recruiter, and for whatever reason, I didn't get the role. So I didn't get the role in the end, which I guess was a blessing in disguise now that I look at it. But at the time, I was sort of devastated. I was like, okay, this was kind of my only hope. Like, my plan was to do this real estate commission-only job and then do my YouTube on the side or do my online businesses on the side and, you know, find a way to make money online. And also in the meantime, look for a job so I can get some stable income coming in. But yeah, I didn't get the role, which was definitely a blessing in disguise because that role required a lot of you. And shout out to my friend Ikram, he's not obviously doing real estate anymore and he's absolutely killing it in what he's doing currently. But yeah, it didn't happen, right? So what did I do instead? Well, I said to myself, okay, I'm going to move to Dubai and I'm going to take the biggest risk of my life. I'm going to spend 3 months here in Dubai and just try and find a way to stay here. Now, I've actually documented this in some of my previous videos, so make sure you check them out after watching this. But yeah, I packed my bags, I sold my dream car, I left behind family and friends. It was literally me and my wife, and we moved to Dubai. Now, moving to Dubai with no savings, with no money, with just a little bit of online income is one of the biggest risks I've ever taken in my life. It's a massive risk that anyone can do. And honestly, I wouldn't recommend taking risk to that level, right? That was crazy. That for me was unreal. Very, very easily things can go wrong. But because I always wanted to move to Dubai, because I don't really care about being comfortable, I want to elevate myself, I took that risk. Now, 10 months later, I've established myself making money online. I'm literally making well over 10k a month. And not only that, right? When I first came to Dubai, it's so funny. I was looking for jobs. So I came to Dubai, I was looking for jobs, and yeah, I was looking at really low tier jobs just so I can stay here. And it's crazy how things have changed now and that I'm making good money online. And this just shows me something, and this is why I'm actually making this video, because it just shows that with one decision, your whole life can change. Now, I very easily could have said, I'm happy in the UK, I want to stay here, I'm comfortable. As much as I want to move to Dubai and whatever, it's too hard, can't, it's too much of a risk. But I didn't do that. I said to myself, I'd rather take the risk. I'd rather go broke to become rich than stay comfortable any day of the week. And I preach that now. And I tell literally every single person I know that you need to start taking risk, because ultimately it paid off for me. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to take risk and it's going to pay off. It doesn't necessarily work that way. That's the point of a risk, right? There is a chance it's not going to work out. But ask yourself, would you rather sit where you are, be comfortable, and regret what could have been? At least if you take that risk, you could say, I tried it didn't work, it is what it is. But imagine not knowing the outcome. Like, for example, if you're working a 9 to 5, you're probably watching this, right? And you might be in your 9 to 5, like working away, slaving away, finding it difficult. You're probably like, oh, moving to Dubai is a risk, or going into that business is a risk, or whatever it is. Like, imagine if you did just try it and it paid off. Wouldn't it make sense? Imagine the outcome. That's when you know if it's worth it for you or not. Like, for me, it was worth it. I couldn't stay comfortable where I was, man. The hours were long. I didn't want to work a 9 to 5 job anymore. I wanted something better for my life. Now, I very easily could have stayed in the UK, done my online business, etc. But again, I wanted to move to Dubai. That was the whole point, right? I wanted to move to Dubai, and I just thought, let me just take a big risk and move out here. And that's precisely what I did, and it all paid off. Now, as you can see the views behind me. Honestly, moving to Dubai has been one of the best decisions I made. And there's a lot of reasons why I moved to Dubai. Obviously, no tax, beautiful weather all year round. The city never sleeps, beautiful views like this, beautiful places to go to. It was like a no-brainer for me, right? Like, Dubai was always a goal. And if you guys have been watching me for a long time, you'll know from my channel, I've sort of been very vocal about moving to Dubai, and it's now manifested into reality. The whole point of this video is I want you guys to understand that in life, if you want to achieve anything, you've got to take risk. Because remember, the greater the risk, the higher the reward. And this is 100% true. If I did not take that risk, I'd still be back home in the UK, working my 9 to 5 job, working 12 hours a day, slaving away and being unhappy and all of that kind of stuff. But again, as I said, I wanted more from life, and this is one thing a lot of you guys aren't doing. Now, if you're watching this video, ask yourself, what risk have you taken in your life? Ask yourself, what risk have you actually taken in your life? A lot of you don't take risks. A lot of you are comfortable. A lot of you don't want to get out of your comfort zone. A lot of you are happy where you are, making whatever you're making, right? Let's say you're making 2 grand a month or 3 grand a month, even 4 grand a month. Bro, there are 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 17-year-olds making well over 30, 40, 50k a month. These people aren't necessarily smarter than you, but they've understood one thing, that to actually make money, you need to start taking risks, you need to start putting in effort, you need to start working hard, and you need to start thinking outside the box. A lot of you think very one-dimensionally. A lot of you think the only way to make money is by doing a job. And trust me, I was there. I was thinking exactly the same for a very long time. I'm 28 right now, and I wish I started this way before. I really wish I started this way before. In my case, I started late, and I'm trying to sort of motivate you guys to start now, because a lot of you guys take your time, or you think, I'm going to do it tomorrow, or I'm going to start that business, but not now, maybe later when the time is right for me. I'm telling you now, there's no right time to start a business. The best time to start a business is today. The best time to do anything in life is today. Because one thing I've noticed about making money online and just life in general, it's about speed. If you start doing stuff today and you work quick and you work hard, you can literally catapult yourself to success. There's literally a guy here in Dubai that is like 15 years old and he's making 3 grand a day. Come on, guys. You guys are getting outworked by a 15-year-old. Like, that's crazy to me. So guys, honestly, you need to start taking risks in life. And like, I'm not telling you guys, just leave your job, start an online business and just do that, and you're not going to have any income coming in. I'm not trying to say that just leave your job and just start a business and just take risks like that. Take calculated risks, right? At the same time, you've got to also understand that you need to invest in yourself. Now, this is where a lot of people go wrong. People are happy to spend 10, 20 pounds a month on Netflix or on these YouTube subscriptions or on Prime Video, or they go out, eat expensive meals. They spend money outside, they spend money on silly things, designer clothes. You might buy a car for like 50, 60k or whatever the case is. Like, trust me, I was that guy. I'm not going to sit here and say that, I'm perfect and I never did that. I was that guy too. But what I've noticed, right, all of those things at the end of the day lose value, lose money, it's a waste. And the best investment that you guys can do and the best way you guys can spend your money is on yourselves, because the best investment is in yourself. So if you invest in yourself, you're literally setting yourself up for life. So you need to invest in yourself, you need to learn skills, you need to understand how to make money online so you could start doing this for yourself. Now, I make money online, so I have total freedom. I can work wherever I want. I don't need to be in Dubai. I can work tomorrow in Saudi, or I can go on holiday tomorrow in Qatar, or wherever I want to go, right? And I can still work. I've still got my laptop and I can work wherever I want. Where a lot of you guys are sort of in a 9 to 5 job, or even in a brick and mortar business where you have to be at that location. Whereas I don't have to do that. And this is why I preach that online money is the future, and it will be the future. And there are 15-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 17-year-olds, all making money online, all making 20, 30, 50k a month. So you need to ask yourself, what's the best business business model that you guys can do. So if you guys are wondering what I do personally, I have an online coaching program. So I basically help people scale to 10K a month by selling information online. And I have like a 3-month program where I can help you guys scale to 10K a month. I've worked with total beginners and I've helped them all scale to some serious numbers. Now, if this sounds like you and this is something that you want to do, well, you can either book in a call with me by clicking the link in the description, or you can message me on Instagram, and what we'll do, we'll jump on a call together and I'll see if you're a good fit. But honestly, guys, right, the best thing you guys can do is invest in yourself. Honestly, the best thing you can do is invest in yourself, because trust me, I also hired a mentor. I changed my life. These are now my views. Like, I remember my views previously were like just like an empty road, basically no views, right? And you know, life's changed now. Now my views are this. I also work wherever I want. You'll see some pictures on your screen. You know, I work near the Burj Khalifa. I worked in different areas in Dubai, and honestly, it's amazing, right? My life's changed. But what I'm trying to say to you guys is that you guys can do exactly the same, but you need to invest in yourself. You need to take some risks, and ultimately you do need to work hard. So don't think that just by taking risk and investing in yourself that you don't need to put in any effort. That's so far from the truth. You do have to work hard as well. So if you implement all those 3 things, honestly, there is no other recipe to success. You will literally catapult yourself to success and you'll start making some good money. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want my full story in regards to how I left the UK and moved to Dubai, and like a full breakdown of my whole life, well, make sure you click the video that you see on your screen, and I'll see you guys there.